Ja, 22 Uhr und 10 Minuten. Wie immer begrüße ich euch recht herzlich zur Spieltagspressekonferenz, heute am 22. Spieltag in der Deutschen Eishockeyliga zum 67. Mal das oberbayerisch-niederbayerische Derby hier in der DEL. Die Red Bulls gewinnen die Partie gegen den Tabellenführer vor ausverkauftem Haus, 10.796 Zuschauer hier im SAP-Garten mit 5:3. Das war der 40. Sieg insgesamt der Münchner gegen Straubing und beide Trainer begrüße ich recht herzlich. Greg Bucroft, Straubing Tigers zu meiner Linken und natürlich Oliver David zu meiner Rechten. EHC Red Bull München. Yeah, Greg, would you please sum up the game for us? Thanks.
Well, congrats to the coach and his team on a good game. I think our team came out a little bit slower than I would have liked. Tactically, I think, we needed to do things a little bit cleaner in the first period, and I think Red Bull came out, had a good forechecking game, put good pressure on us. Kind of limited us a little bit in the first period, but I thought we did a good job sticking with it. Kind of got our legs underneath us. Had a decent ending to the period. And then we made a couple adjustments in the first intermission, came out in the second. I thought we did a good job to fight our way back into the game, tilted a little bit, gained some momentum, and then we had a bad, maybe a bad minute or so, and I think that was a turning point in the game. A missed neutral zone assignment, and gave them a little space to get in on the rush, goal. And they took charge of the game then. I thought we did a good job as a team to stay in it mentally. We managed to, again, come back and get ourselves into the game with that third goal there by Heedy. And I felt like we were making a good push. And then, another lost assignment in the neutral zone, and they made us pay. So ultimately, I think, when you make some mistakes like that against a team that is as dangerous as they are with a lot of skill, it's not a good recipe. So they made us pay tonight. There's a couple things that we can for sure learn from, and we're going to have to do so here as we move forward till Friday.
Thank you very much. Vielen Dank, Craig. Oliver, congrats. Next win for your team. I think you're pretty happy with the 3 points, right?
Right.
And your thoughts to the game?
Yeah, first of all, I think that was probably, not to take anything away from other teams, but our most difficult game so far, game 22 on the season. It got complicated for us to deal with the speed, the overall team speed, the outside speed through the neutral zone, changing lanes, losing our gaps because of changing lanes, all these kinds of things that are very difficult to succeed at when we're talking about the defensive side of the game, when we don't have the puck, in terms of the way that we want to play without the puck. So they did a really good job stressing us, breaking us at points, but it's a 2.5-hour marathon. It's a 60-minute game, and it goes back and forth sometimes. I agree with absolutely everything that Coach just said. From my side, it's the same from the first period to the second period. It changed there when they scored, but we had 8 seconds. We had 2 goals. We went bang bang right off the face-off, and we got the lead back. And then we made a play in the third period for the game winner. Hiroshi to Brooks, finding the middle and getting a partial breakaway and capitalizing on it. So it was even. I saw the kind of our analytics that we look at. It was basically even, just on first glance. Shots were even. I thought it was also maybe not so usual. I wouldn't say unusual, but not so usual that a goalie gets pulled with a 1-goal difference, and I thought that was a very good tactic, to be honest. I thought that the goalie that came in did a good job getting them back in the game, and obviously we were there 3-3 for a while. So Overall, I'm very happy, as Manny was referring to. 3 points are 3 points. Very difficult against the top team at the moment to get those 3 points. And I think it's also very important to celebrate winning, because it's very difficult to win. So we'll enjoy it for a little bit tonight and get back to work.
Vielen Dank, Oliver. Ja, enges Spiel. Dafür jetzt die Möglichkeit für die Kolleginnen und Kollegen, die Fragen zu stellen. Gibt es soweit Fragen? Da ist Ruben Stark von der Abendzeitung. Kleiner Augenblick, bitte.
Congrats on the win, Coach. You are now 4 points behind Straubing in the rankings. What does this development of your team say about the club, about the team?
Yeah, I don't think it's about Straubing or who we're close to in terms of points, but I think that maybe your main point is that we're climbing in the standings and closing the gap. But it's more about we can only control the progress we're making. I mean, because if we start talking about points, we lose the next game, we're 7 points behind. Just like that, bang, and it looks very different in the table. So it's really about what does it look like. Tonight I feel we got broken down in moments more than we recently have, like I mentioned before, and we have to try to get better, all the way till our last game of the season, obviously, but really get better because there's good things to take away from this game that was very difficult for us. So that's the important thing, that when we play our next game in Iserlohn, that we stay at the standard that we've kind of created, and make sure that we're learning from this game.
Noch eine Frage, Günther Klein, Münchner Merkur.
Maybe for the people, the most exciting scene was Veit Oswald's game, that goal that tied the game, when he skated into the offensive zone. Did you see the goal coming? Did you feel that he would score?
No, my whole body was tense. I was like that. My whole body went tight, and then when it scored, I relaxed when he scored. But what a great shot. He kind of a partial breakaway. He slashed on the breakout. This is all kind of, tactical things, but he went backhand, forehand into, I think the goalie was probably off his angle, to be honest, because from the bench you can see almost a foot or 6, I don't know centimeters as well as inches, 6 inches. There was some space there, and he found it. So I think the impressive part was his getting there and using his skating and the quick release from backhand to forehand. But he's playing. He's absolutely. I've said it since the beginning. I would say he's very close to kind of a national team player at some point in the future. He's a really nice player. Tactically, he can play in any system. He understands the game. Maybe he's not the most talented compared to Connor Bedard or something like this, but he knows how to play the game, and that has a lot of value for, I would say, 10 out of 10 coaches. So once you realize what he can do, he's a very valuable player to have on your team.
Noch eine Nachfrage, Ruben Stark.
Coach, did you already had a chance to speak to Matthias after he visited the doctors, and how do you rate the goalie situation for the upcoming weeks?
Yeah, I mean, Matthias starts treatment, I think this week, midweek. He's not on the ice. He has off-ice, an off-ice plan and treatment for the next couple of weeks, minimum, and he'll go through it. But, yeah, I mean, we're fortunate to have a guy like Bibo and Simon Wolf also in the mix, and we're going to have to use everybody we have moving forward.
Weitere Fragen? Da ist noch eine Frage, eine Kollegin von der Eishockey News.
Ja, eine Frage an Sie, Herr Woodcroft. In the last 3 games, I had the feeling that your team didn't play with this attitude and speed as before. How do you see that, and do you have a reason therefore?
feel like the team hasn't played with speed. Is that what you said? And can you say it again? Sorry.
The attitude and the speed
The
that the
attitude.
team showed in the last 3 games wasn't, well, changed a little bit as the games to begin of the season.
I'm not sure I agree with that. I think our attitude was good tonight. I think we showed we were very much into the game, clawing our way back into the game, gaining control of the game. There's a lot of ups and downs that if a team wasn't interested, they wouldn't have made that push if we're referring to tonight. So I was happy with the way the team battled tonight. A couple of mistakes, like I mentioned, but that happens. Munich made mistakes. We didn't capitalize like we maybe should have, and that's the difference tonight. But as far as Sunday, we addressed that. Berlin was the better team. They, like I said before, you earn what you get, right? And they earned it on Sunday, which is uncharacteristic for us. So if you're referring to that game, you're correct. Friday, just didn't go our way. That happens sometimes. It's a long season. Maybe it sticks out for you because the first 20 games or so have seemed, we haven't had a lot of hiccups. So at the moment, teams go through this. They go through a little adversity, and ultimately, like I was saying to the team, ultimately this, if dealt with properly, builds character, builds resiliency in your team. Suffering builds character, and if you want to win, you need character, so you need to suffer. And I don't mean to be so dark about that, but you understand what I'm saying, right? And it's the truth. So we're dealing with it, and we have to find the good in what we're doing, learn from some of the things that need to be tidied up, but rest assured that the attitude's good on the team, and guys are for sure a little down and frustrated at the moment with the situation, but I think that's a good thing. Don't want them to be happy, that's for darn sure.
Gibt es weitere Fragen? Gibt es nicht mehr. Wie geht es weiter? Straubing empfängt am Freitagabend die Haie aus Köln. Für die Red Bulls geht es erstmal auf Reise. Freitagabend nach Iserlohn. Am Sonntag dann gegen die Dresdner Eislöwen. Das nächste Heimspiel hier im SAP-Garten. Dann am 5. Dezember gegen Ingolstadt. Wer noch kommen möchte, sollte sich wirklich sehr beeilen. Das ist praktisch ausverkauft, nur noch ein paar ganz wenige Restkarten. Ich bedanke mich, wünsche den Straubingern eine gute Heimfahrt und ich sage danke, Servus und Ciao.